it's Savannah with Niche Pilates, and today we are doing a 50-minute mat Pilates with our bala weights and 5-pound dumbbells. So you're gonna start with the bala weights on our wrists, and then about halfway through class, we're gonna switch and put them on our ankles, and then we'll pick up our dumbbells. We're gonna start on our back, so just meet me down on your back once you get those bala weights on. And we'll just take 3 deep breaths to get settled here, so feet can be planted onto the mat. Take a deep inhale in through our nose, filling up through the front, sides, back of the rib cage. Exhaling out through our mouth, pulling our belly button in towards our spine, feeling the pelvic floor rise. Deep breath in. Exhale out through our mouth. Connect to the deep core. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, let everything go. Perfect. All right, we'll start with our palms pressing down by our side. Our feet are about hip width apart. We'll just take a few articulations into our bridge. Take an inhale in through the nose. On your exhale, begin to tilt the pelvis back, rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time into your bridge. Inhaling at the top, maybe find a squeeze of the glutes, and then exhale, roll back down, upper back, mid back, low back, untucking the tailbone at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale to lift up piece by piece, 1 vertebrae at a time. Hold at the top, sip of air. Exhale, roll back down. Stay engaged through the core. We'll take 2 more like this. Space between the chin and the chest. Last one, we'll hold the hips up high on this next one. If you're looking for an extra challenge, you're gonna reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Plug the shoulder blades strong in the socket, relax through the shoulders, drop the hips down a few inches. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale, drop them down. Exhale, up. Now, at any point, you could always do all this work without any weights. Really pressing into all 4 corners of both feet. Keep space between that chin and the chest. Soften through the rib cage. Stay engaged to the core. Belly button's pulling in and up. We'll take 3 more like this. 2, then you hold the hips up high. Next one, hold the hips up high. We're gonna draw our right leg to tabletop. All that weight's in our left foot. As you do this, you're gonna start to bend through that left elbow. Think tricep work. And then plant everything back down. You come back to center. We switch to the other side. Left leg, right elbow. Exhale. Inhale back through center. Try to place your foot right back to where it started on that way down. Try to keep those hips in one nice long line. We have a lot of contralateral work, our theme of the day. So working in opposites. So you're gonna lift the opposite leg, opposite arm. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Relax through the tops of the shoulders. Should feel the triceps, back of the arm warming up. Those glutes should be firing. Really plant and shift your weight first before you lift the other leg to tabletop. You're just bending from that elbow. Think skull crushers here. We'll take 1 more to each side. Last one, plant the feet, roll all the way down, carefully bring those palms in. You can tuck those knees side to side or give the knees a little hug in, rock side to side. Last little work on our back. We're just gonna get a little core warm up. You're gonna float the legs up to tabletop, knees right over the hips. Arms are gonna reach back overhead. We're doing our dead bug rather. So opposite leg, opposite arm again. You're gonna extend your right leg to 45 as that left arm goes behind you. Everything comes back in. Then we switch. Good, finding that nice deep core activation. If you feel any lower back tension or doming of your stomach, you're just gonna shoot that leg up higher towards the ceiling. If this feels a little easier, you can reach out closer down towards that floor. Just maintain that neutral spine and pelvis, that lower back staying nice and still. Finding heat again through the upper body. We're gonna take one more to each side. Last one, hug it all the way in, rock side to side, and then you can just come to seated. You can do a little rock and roll up, however you can get there. And then we're just gonna flip around to all fours. We'll take a little cat-cow stretch, dropping the belly, send the gaze up. And then tuck the chin to the chest, round through the spine. We'll take two more. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round through the spine. Last one in each direction. Inhale, send the gaze up. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round through. Okay, check in. Our hands, or wrists rather, are right under our shoulders. Knees are right under our hips. Really press away from the mat, press into all 10 fingers. Re-engage through the core. We're gonna start with our right arm and left leg. Again, working in the opposites for our bird dog. Exhale, right arm, left leg, extend. Inhale, back in. Exhale to extend. Inhale, back in. Mindful of that left hip, you're closing it off down towards the mat, finding even length through the right and left side. Exhale out, inhale in. Gaze stays down, find nice length through the back of the neck, reaching the crown of the head towards the wall in front of you. Exhale out, inhale in. We take two more, then everything holds out. On your next one, hold everything out long. Tap everything down, lift everything up. Inhale down, exhale up. Soften through the left elbow. You have three more here, then you hold everything up. In two. Next one, hold. You're gonna bend from the elbow and the knee and extend. Everything bends, everything extends. Drop the left hip in line with the right. Ooh, these are tough. Three more here. Two. Last one, plant everything down. We're gonna go right to a plank. Tuck the toes under. Your choice, modified or high plank. We're just gonna hold here. If you're in that modified, walk the knees past the hips. Full plank, tuck, press into all 10 fingers. Deep breath, exhale out. Feel the belly button pull in towards our spine. Two more, deep breath in. Exhale out. Last breath in. Exhale out, plant down, quick child's pose in between, let those arms go nice and long. Deep breath. Back to all fours, we're gonna go right to the other side. You're gonna extend your left arm, right leg. Everything drops down. Exhale out, inhale in. My bala weights are about 2 pounds. They warm up very quickly. Exhaling out, inhale back in. You have three more. Last two. On our next one, hold everything out. Little lifts and lowers. Exhale up, inhale down. Three more. Two. Next one, hold. Bend from the elbow, knee, extend. Everything bends, everything extends. Soft bend through that right side. Three more. Two. Last one. Woo. All right, quick little shakeout. We have a little more plank work to go. Little shakeout. Plant the hands. Right back under, wrists underneath our shoulder, knees underneath our hips. We're gonna tuck our toes under. We're gonna start to hover the knees up. Exhale to hover, inhale to drop. Exhale, hover, bear hovers, inhale down. Feel the core knit in on each exhale as you lift the knees. The upper body should be nice and warm by now. I know mine is. Exhale up, inhale down. We'll take 3 more, then we'll hold. In 2. Next one, we hold up, hover the knees. You're gonna tap right arm, left leg, everything forward and back, in. So everything taps out, everything comes back in. Doesn't have to be a big tap out. Can be a few inches, trying to keep everything else nice and still. Whew, these are tough. You got it. Take 1 more to each side. Ooh, plant down. Send those arms nice and long. Breathe for a second, catch your breath. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale out. All right, we're gonna come to a high kneel position. I'll turn and face towards the camera. Bring those knees again right underneath our hips. We're gonna hinge from the hips, send the booty to hover over our heels, inhale, and then exhale, draw those elbows in by our rib cage. Turn for 1 second just so you can see. Inhale to hover, exhale, draw the elbows in by our rib cage. Inhaling down. Good, so just hovering our booty, we're not sitting all the way back on those heels. We're finding a nice long line from our tailbone out through the crown of the head. Let that gaze travel with you. Through this, those elbows are coming in right by our rib cage. You should feel those shoulder blades pulled together in the back. 3 more here. Last 2. Last 1. All right, I'm gonna step my left foot in front of me. My right palm is gonna be facing in towards that right thigh. I'm just taking my left hand. It can either go behind your back, on your hip, or just out long, whatever feels most comfortable. I'm just gonna take it behind my back so I can make sure I'm in my neutral spine and pelvis again, and I'm nice and tall, shoulders rolled down and back. Working through the arms in. Press into your left big toe, man. That's gonna help keep us nice and stable. And zip up through those inner thighs, zipping up through the core. Exhale, bring your wrists in line with our shoulder up. Inhale, slow as you can go down. Exhale up, inhale down. Again, we're working in opposites. Our left leg's forward, right arm is lifting. Exhale up, inhale down. If this feels pretty easy, you're gonna add a little lift of your left heel. Ooh. Already wobbling on that, so you can see that already makes it a little more challenging for our balance. Exhale up, inhale down. And if this didn't feel good, you could always do both knees down. You could even come to a low kneel. Focus on controlling that weight down. It'll be important for later as we get with those heavier weights. This is about 2. We're gonna go up to 5 later on in class. Fight gravity on the way down. You're going as slow as you can. It's gonna make this work harder. 3 more. Last 2. Next one, hold. You're gonna pull the elbow back in line with your shoulder. Try to keep your wrist in line with your elbow. Everything presses out. Exhale to pull. Inhale to press. That work is really trying to keep that arm up into space. If we have that heel, lift it for that extra challenge. Squeeze the glutes. Press into the right big toe mound. Good, 3 more. 2. Last one. Nice, shake it out. We're gonna hinge forward. So if that heel's lifted, drop it. You're gonna hinge slightly forward just so we warm up a little more through that left glute. Row your elbow in by our rib cage and hold. You're gonna extend and bend from the elbow, working through that tricep again. Exhale to extend, inhale to bend. Make sure we still have a nice long line. You're just finding a deep hinge through the hips. You still have a nice long line from our tailbone out through the crown of our head. Soft through that rib cage, knit the rib cage in. Exhale back, inhale to bend. Nice. 3 more. 2. Next one, hold back. Flip your palm up to face towards the ceiling. Little pulse, up and down, little lifts and lowers, really burning out through that tricep. Next, length through the back of the neck, relax through the tops of the shoulders. Re-engage through your core, press into your left big toe mound. Exhale up, inhale down for 3, 2, last one. Woo, nice, little shakeout. We're gonna go back to another round of that hinge from the hips, sending the booty back, pulling those elbows in by your ribcage. Just send it back. Maybe moving a little bit faster this time. Working on getting that heart rate up a little bit. Getting that lower body nice and engaged before we come to some standing work. Nice. We'll take 3 more here. 2. Last one. Step our right foot forward, that same work. Left palm faces in towards the body. Exhale up to shoulder height. Inhale back down. Nice. Slow as we can go. I forgot that for a second. Slow as we can go on the way down. Fighting gravity, like we're moving through water, nice and slow. And pull your shoulder back into the socket, so try not to let it pop out, nice and even. Re-engage through that core, zip up through the thighs. Extra challenge you, lift the right heel up. This side feels much better. My left side was really wobbly and unstable with that heel lifted. Press into our right big toe mound. I may have spoke too soon. 3 more. You can even count for 3 seconds on the way down if that helps you slow it down. 3 or even longer. Ooh, now I'm feeling that wobble. Squeeze that right glute. Help us out here. Zip up through the inner thighs. You take 1 more. Hold at the top. Bend from the elbow. Pull back. Ooh, I'm feeling shaky now. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Hopefully I'm not the only one. Hopefully you are feeling it with me. If not, you're just super strong, stronger than me. Exhale to fold. Inhale forward. Three more. Last 2. Last one. Plant that heel down, hinge forward, back to that tricep work. Exhale to extend, inhale to bend. I like my palm facing in towards midline. That feels the most comfortable. I think you could have it facing kind of towards that wall, but in towards midline feels like the better option. Exhale back. Use our breath. You take 3 more here. And 2, we press back. Next one, hold. Flip the palm, little pulse, up and down. Feel the back of the arm, feel that tricep really engaging. 3 more. 2. Last one. You're gonna tuck your left toes under. We're gonna pop right up to standing. All right, shake it out. Shake out those legs. And we'll just have another round of our squats to re-engage, and so that we can find that nice hinge in the hips. It'll be important for these side lunges we're about to get into. So just find the feet underneath our hips. We're just gonna take about 5. Inhale down. Exhale, sweeping those hands by our hips this time. Just here. Inhaling down. Exhale up. Find that deep hinge in your hips. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. All right, so you found that deep hinge in our hips, right? So we're gonna keep our right foot grounded. We're gonna send our left leg long. So think about that hinge we just did. You're hinging into this right side, and you're gonna send your left leg long. And then standing all the way back up. So inhale down, letting that left leg go long. Exhale, stand up. Think of a little side lunge, or you can even think single leg squat, sending out that left leg long. We're gonna add a few layers. So once you feel comfortable with that, hinging down, sending that left leg out, we're gonna add our arm work in. So that similar arm work we just did. Again, re-engage through the core. our right arm's gonna come up to shoulder height as the left leg goes down. So working those opposites, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale to drive up. That right glute, right quad starting to fire. Your gaze is traveling with you, nice long line. Just be mindful as we're going down and lifting this arm up. We're really trying not to let the shoulders round and kind of that neck drop in. Space between the chin and the chest. Just letting that gaze naturally travel with us. Stamping into our right big toe mound to stand up. 3 more, then we're gonna hold low. In 2. Next one, you hold low. Arms out long, left legs out long, you pull back. Same thing we did earlier. Now we're just finding heat through our right side. Extra challenge, the left heel's lifted. You have barely any weight onto that left side. My heart rate's starting to get up. Maybe we sink a little lower into our right side. 3 more. 2. Next one, hold in. You're gonna rotate that palm in towards midline again. You're gonna tap the left toes in and out. Barely any pressure on the left side. All of that work on the right side. Scooters out and in. If you want an extra challenge, as you tap the left toes in, you add an overhead press. Out, in, overhead press, down, out, in. We're just breathing through this one. There's work in so many directions. Just make sure we're taking deep breaths in through the nose. Exhaling, engaging through that core. Sink an inch lower. 3 more. 2. Last one. Woo, right glute and quads feeling good. We're gonna go to another round of squats, adding in a scooter out. We squat down, feet underneath our hips, squat down, hold. Right leg goes out, in, stand back up. Down, left leg, out, in, stand back up. Inhale down, exhale to stand. If hands overhead are too much, feel free to drop them down to heart center or onto our hips. I'm gonna give my arms a little break first, just 1 second. Maybe you're moving through this a little bit faster, getting that heart rate up. If you don't wanna get that heart rate up, just go nice, slow, and controlled. You feel that same work through the legs, trying to keep our feet about hips width apart. I'm gonna start to add my arms back on, speeding it up a little bit. We're light on our feet, little taps, out and in. 1 more to each side. Last one. Whew. Shake it out. You can take a forward fold in between, rock side to side, catch your breath, grab some water. Take 1 more breath here, in through the nose. Exhale out. Okay, we're gonna go over to our left side. My left leg is gonna stay still. Right leg's gonna go out long. Inhale, prepare, and send it down. Exhale to drive up. Sorry, let's just start without our arms so we can regroup. Hands can be on the hips to find that tactile feedback. Exhale to stand up. Inhale down. Really find that deep hinge into our left side. Still sending that booty back. Think of those squats. It's that same motion. You're just sending one leg out. May feel unstable at first. I'm gonna go with my left arm now. Right leg reaches out, left arm comes up. We drive everything up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Just bring my arm to about shoulder height. Good. Feeling that left glute and quad warming up, pressing into all 4 corners of that left foot. 3 more, we hold low. In 2. Next one, hold low. Hold the right leg out long, sink deep into that left side. Pull the left arm back, forward. Re-engage, knit the rib cage in. Three more. 2. Last one, rotate the palm in towards midline, tap the right toes in and out. In and out. Maybe you sink lower into the left side. Light touch of the right toes. Extra challenge, you add that overhead press in. As the leg comes in, overhead press. Everything sends out. In, overhead press. Sink an inch lower. 3 more. 2. Last one. Woo, shake it out. All right, we have our last little, I'll call it a cardio burn almost, but you can take it as slow or as fast as you need. We're gonna have our left foot planted down into the mat. We're gonna send our right leg long behind us. So you're already in this nice split stance. Hinge into that left side. So hinge forward. Think our runner's lunge here, high lunge. Hinging into that left side. Right leg's long behind you. You can have your right hand just onto your hip or behind the back if that feels good. I'm gonna bring mine behind my back. You're gonna reach that left arm up in diagonal. Inhale, prepare, exhale. You're gonna drive your knee in towards your elbow, or elbow into knee, whatever. Inhale, back out, and then exhale, drive back in. Inhale, hinging deep and bending into the left side. So again, you can take this as slow as you want, going nice and slow. If you feel good, you can start to tap the toes back, barely touching any weight. Think a little chop here. Exhale in. 3 more. 2. Last one. We're going right to the other side. Right foot is down, left leg long behind us. Right arm's coming out on that diagonal. Exhale, drive in. Inhale out. I'm going a little faster. It's whatever you're feeling today. 3 more. 2, 1. Nice, shake it off. We're gonna take those weights off. And we're gonna place our weights on our ankles. So weights come onto our ankles if we have them. Okay, we're gonna grab our weights. Actually, we're just gonna grab one to start. You're gonna need one into your right hand. We're gonna do everything again backwards. So I don't know if that's good or bad news for you, but we're doing everything kind of working our way down. This time we have, again, those weights on our ankles, and now we have an extra weight, 5 pounds. So we're moving up in weight. We're gonna repeat our series. We'll move through everything a little bit faster. So our right foot's gonna be planted. You're gonna hinge down into that right side. Left leg's out long. This time with that 5-pound weight, that weight may not be all the way overhead. Maybe it's slightly in front. It doesn't have to be a big motion here. It can just be a little pulse out. Exhale in, inhale out. Driving that knee in towards our elbow again. And if that weight feels too much, just feel free to drop it. Relax through the shoulders. I'm pulling my shoulder forward, pull it back. 3 more. I'm just doing a little pulse out to make sure I'm controlling. In 2. 1, we switch right to the other side. Left foot forward, weight in our left hand, right leg's long behind us. Exhale in, inhale out. 3, 2, 1. Whew, those are tough. All right, again, we only need one weight for this next round. We're gonna go back to our side lunges. We're gonna start on that left side. So right leg goes out long, our weight's in our left hand. Take an inhale to get ready and send that right leg out. Exhale to stand up. I'm gonna move through this nice and slow so that I make sure I'm controlling this weight, right? So slowing it down, slowing my heart rate. That weight's gonna feel a lot heavier. I'm controlling that weight on the way down. You take 3 more here. Then we hold low. These are tough. And 2. Next one, you hold low. Pull the left arm back, out. 3 more. 2. Last one, hold and rotate that weight in towards midline. Tap the right toes in and out. You can stay here or you can add that overhead press back in. Right toes tap in, add that overhead press. Maybe just a little pulse instead of a full press up. I'm just gonna do a little pulse. Again, so I'm out of the shoulders. I'm making sure on that overhead press, I'm not kind of leaning. So if you feel that leaning, just reduce that range of motion. Woo. Got my coordination mixed up there. 3 more. Woo, that bicep's burning. 2. Last one. Woo, I'm sweating. Okay, we're gonna grab both weights for that round of squats. So we're doing that round of squats in between. Feet underneath our hips. Your heart rate may start to get up again. Bend the elbows, have those weights in by our shoulders. Inhale down, tap your right leg out, and we're gonna add an overhead press on the way up. Down, left leg goes out this time. Exhale to stand. Inhale down, exhale to stand. Ooh, my biceps are burning. The 2 pounds and the 5 are no joke. They get heavy real quick. Stay engaged through the core. Knit the ribcage in if we've lost that connection. Watch how as I'm doing my overhead press, I'm really keeping everything nice and still, not letting those weights travel behind me, right? So you wanna control those weights. Again, you could always just do a little pulse. If you feel like all the way up is too much, actually kind of increases that burn through the biceps a little bit. 1 more to each side. Ooh, drop 1 weight. All right, weights in our right hand. Take a deep breath, slow down that heart rate. Exhale out. All right, I'm gonna move really slow through these again. This time that right leg still, left leg's gonna go out long. We're gonna get right into it. Inhale down, exhale to stand up. See how slow I'm dropping that weight down? I'm really trying to control it. It's also gonna help us engage through the core a little bit more. You'll feel that core knit in. I'm taking big breaths here to help me out. Take 3 more. Then we hold low for 2. Next one, hold low. You draw the right elbow back, forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, sink an inch lower. Just take 3 more. 2. Last one, rotate the palm in, tap the left toes in and out. Good news, this is our last standing work. See, everything went by a little bit quicker. Add that overhead press in. I'm just doing a little pulse. You'll really feel that bicep burning on that little pulse. If you have that full range of motion, feel free to take it. I'm feeling a little more comfortable with just a little pulse where I'm at today. 3 more. 2. Last one. Woo. All right, I'm gonna draw my weights to the top of my mat. Take a deep breath. You can add a forward fold. Rocking side to side. Slowing down our breathing, planting our hands down. Taking a little down dog. I'm pedaling out through the feet. Taking whatever you need. You can plant the knees, take 1 quick child's pose in between. All right, and then pop back up. All right, we're gonna start, again, we're working our way backwards. So we're gonna start with that arm work with our right foot in front of us. So I'm gonna grab my 5-pound weight into my left hand. I know, can you believe we're doing this series again? Who would have guessed it? A lot of arm work today. Exhale, lift that left arm up. Inhale, slow as you can go on the way down. Heavier weight again, so reminder, just go nice and slow on the way down. Use this time to just catch our breath. Slow everything down. Plug the shoulder blades down. Relax through the back of the neck, through the tops of the shoulders. It's hard to not store tension through our shoulders, especially through this exercise. Extra challenge, you lift the right heel up. Knit the rib cage in, belly button's pulling in and up. Use this time to check in with our form. You're in our neutral spine and pelvis. We'll take 3 more here. Last 2. Next one, you hold up. We go to that pull back. Exhale, pull back. Really feel that shoulder blade coming back. May feel some of this chest working too. 3 more. 2. Last one, we hinge forward. We go right to that tricep work. Bend the elbow in, bend and extend. Exhale to extend, inhale to bend. Catch your breath. 3 more, zip up through the inner thighs. 2. Next one, hold back. You can flip that palm if it feels good. Little pulse up and down. 3, 2, 1. Nice. We grab both weights. We go back to that kneeling work with both weights. You're gonna have those elbows in by our rib cage, those weights by your shoulders. That same arm work we did with our squat. So you hinge down, exhale, overhead press. Again, you don't have to do that full press. It may just be a little pulse, whatever you're feeling today. We're just working down that heart rate. We got the heart rate up a little bit. Three more. 2. Last one. All right, weight stays in our right hand. You can drop one down. Left foot comes forward. We start with that lateral raise. Exhale up. Inhale slow as you can go down. Soft bend through the elbow. Find that neutral spine and pelvis. Zip up through the inner thighs and the core. You can lift the left heel up if that feels good. We'll take 3 more. 2. Next one, hold. Elbow bends back. Keep that wrist nice and strong. Woo. 3 more. 2. Last one, hinge forward. Right away, we go to that tricep work. Extend and bend from the elbow. Three more. 2. Next one, hold. Flip the palms. Little pulse. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Good job. All right. Okay, we're gonna come back to all fours. We're gonna start with a plank just to re-engage. Have those weights handy. Just start with the plank, wrists underneath our shoulders, press those legs out long again. You can be modified here. 3 breaths in through the nose, exhale out. 2 more, deep breath in, exhale out. Last one. Plant the knees. Grab our weights. They're gonna come right underneath our hands, knees underneath our hips again. All right, we're gonna do that bird dog. We're gonna skip that first part of out and in and just send the right arm, left leg out for our taps. We have our 5-pound weight again. Everything's gonna feel a little heavier. Feel free to drop the weights. You also have those ankle weights on. Hold everything out long. We just do those lifts and lowers. Exhale up. Reminder, I told you we were moving through everything a little bit faster, so should feel good. Feel the glute and the hamstring work to lift the leg. Keep the lower back nice and still. 3 more, you hold up. 2. Next one, hold everything up. Bend from the elbow and extend. 3, 2, last one. Woo. Quick shake out. Nice. All right, we're gonna go to the other side, do that same work, and then we'll do our bear pose after this. Send that right leg, left arm out. Little lifts and lowers. Draw that wrist underneath our shoulder. I just fixed mine. 3 more. 2, 1, hold, bend, extend, bend, extend. 3 more. 2, last one. Those are tough. Can't do them for too long. Whew, nice. Shake it out. Child's pose in between. All right, you ready for our last all fours work? Then we're gonna be back on our back to finish. So we're almost there. Again, knees underneath our hips. I'm gonna start by re-engaging through that lower core. Inhale, prepare, tuck the toes under. Exhale, hover the knees. Inhale, down. Exhale to hover. Inhale to tap down. 3 more, then we hold. 2. On your next one, you hold up. We do our taps out and in. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Maybe it's only an inch forward. We can go through nice and slow. One more to each side. Last one. Woo. Oh my goodness, my arms are hurting. All right, have those weights by both sides. Just flip around very slowly. We're coming back onto our back. Catch your breath. Have those weights nearby. Roll all the way down. You can tick-tock those knees. Feeling a nice release to the back. Mine just got a few little cracks out. Catch your breath. Take a few pelvic rocks if you need to find that neutral spine and pelvis again. All right, meet me in your neutral spine and pelvis. I know we started with that glute bridge and then core second, but we're gonna start glute bridge and ending with the core. So a little mix up from what we started with. Weights are in both hands. Back of the arms are onto that mat. Weights are facing up towards the ceiling. Palms face in towards each other. You're gonna press into both feet. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, hip points shoot up to the ceiling and those arms travel with us. Good, inhale, think more of that hinge bridge. You tap the tailbone down, bend the elbows in by your rib cage. Exhale up. Inhale, hinge bridge. Tapping that tailbone down, hip points shooting up. So we're just not articulating like we did earlier. We're just going right into our bridges. Exhale up, into that hinge. Get adjusted if you need. We are gonna work through that same series. Exhaling up, inhale down. You have 3 more. 2, then everything stays lifted. Next one, hold everything up. Weight stay up towards the ceiling. You drop the hips down and up, little pulses. Little lift and lowers. Staying engaged to the core. You have 3 more. Hips stay up, in 2. Next one, hold the hips up. Same thing we did earlier. Plant all of your weight into your left foot. The right leg's gonna float to tabletop as you bend the left elbow. Everything sends back down. You switch. Exhale up and bend. Inhale down. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the hips lifted. Nice and in line with each other. Trying to drop that foot right back down to where it started. Try to keep the hips up. Mine just lowered a little bit. I'm re-engaging. There we go. That looks much better. Nice, you got it. We'll take 1 more to each side. Last one. Plant the feet, slowly roll all the way down, bring those weights with you. All right, you can remove the weights for 1 second. Again, tuck those knees or hug them in. We have our final bit of work coming, yay! All right, so you're almost there. We're gonna end with some core. So legs are gonna float to tabletop. They can always stay planted for this first one. Fingertips behind the head. Exhale, lift up through head, neck, and shoulder. Inhale, back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale down. Upper ab curl. 3 more, then you hold the curl. In 2. Next one, hold your curl up. Right leg extends to 45. Inhale back in, we switch. Single leg extensions. Space between the chin and the chest. If you have any of that doming, shoot the legs up higher to the ceiling. We have those ankle weights on, so it's gonna feel a little harder, a little heavier. Elbows nice and wide. 1 more. Last one, hug the knees and rest. Whew. Deep breath. All right, we're gonna work through some obliques and then we'll have our last layer coming. When you're ready, you're gonna draw those legs back to tabletop, fingertips behind the head. Extend our right leg out, right elbow towards our left knee. Think bicycle, everything comes back in and down. Then we switch left leg, left elbow towards your right knee and down. Exhale up, inhale down. Focus on that rib to hip connection rather than just getting your elbow all the way to your knee. You don't need to get it all the way there. Find that rib to hip connection. One more. Each side. Rest down, hug the knees in. Whew. All right, we have our last layer coming. We are so close to being done. We're gonna finish with our weights again. And we're gonna finish with that dead bug that we started with. All right, 1 more breath. Legs foot to table, arms reach up towards the ceiling. From here, right leg, left arm, extend, everything comes back in. We won't be here very long, so if you want an extra challenge, both arms and legs extend. You can find an upper ab curl on the way up. Control those weights. 3 more. Feel free to stay with that first option. 2. Last one. Woo. Good job, we killed it. You can take off your ankle weights if you had them on. Remove them. Just let everything go off to the side, out of the way. We'll get some stretching in. Bring our legs to tabletop. You're gonna send your left arm out to the side. Grab that left knee with your right hand. Little hold here. And then pull the knees all the way over to the right side, very slow and carefully. You're in a spinal twist. You can either keep your right hand on to the left knee, or you can just open up. Gaze floats to the left. Little twist here, just breathing into your left side body. 2 more. Last breath. Float the legs back to tabletop. Right arm stays where it is. You grab that right knee with the left hand. Little pull here, and then very slowly the knees go to the left, gaze goes to the right. Again, you can either keep your left hand on the right knee for the extra pull, or just send it out to a T. Breathing into this right side body this time. Deep breath in. Exhale out. 2 more breaths. Last one. Come back through center carefully. Our left leg's gonna extend long. You're gonna clasp the hands behind the right thigh for a little hamstring stretch. Ooh, feeling very tight today. You can roll the ankle, point and flex through the foot. If you're more flexible, bring your hands to your calf. You can bend and extend through the knee. Then hook the hands along the front side of your leg and just draw a few circles in one direction, opening back up through that hip. And then switch directions of those circles very gently. And then just let that right knee fall to the right side. The foot can be by your left thigh. You can get an extra press on the knee just through the inner thigh, warming up a little bit. Stretching out. And then we're gonna cross our leg to the left, so right leg to the left, another spinal twist, and IT band stretch. Cross your right foot over your left thigh. For our figure 4 stretch, I like to just hang out here, but feel free to clasp the hands behind and lift the left foot off the mat. I'm just gonna hang out and press on my right knee. All right, and then we're gonna switch. Left leg up towards the ceiling for our hamstring stretch. Point and flex the foot, roll the ankle. Hug the knee in, get a few circles in one direction. Switch the direction of those circles. Let the knee fall out to the left side. Let it go heavy for an inner thigh stretch. Cross over to the right, gaze over to the left. I like to keep my right hand on my thigh for that extra IT band stretch. Figure 4 on this side. Left knee pressing out. Left foot crossing over our right thigh. All right, and then the soles of the feet will come together. This is our last little stretch. Just settle down into your mat for our butterfly. Let the knees go heavy out to the side. You can rest your hands on your stomach or open the arms out to that T, palms facing up. Just breathe here. On each exhale, sinking into the mat, getting heavier. We'll take 2 more breaths here, in through the nose. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. You're free to take any other stretches. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your day.